Hey, what's going on YouTube? I got a video here for you today from the new Palo Pinto Mountain State Park. But before the video gets underway, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to show y'all the trails we hiked and everything beforehand. So hopefully adds a little familiarity to what I'm saying. So I got the trails map here and I got the campsite map here. The video starts out right here where Tucker Lake Trail, this red trail that goes around, meets the creek. So this is Russell Creek that flows into Tucker Lake, and Tucker Lake being dammed right there. But the video is going to start out. We parked here at this Painted Stick campground, and we did camp there. But the trail starts at the tip of this parking lot here. So we hiked Tucker Lake to the creek here, to Russell Creek, and then we turned back, and this is where I filmed the intro, is right here at that creek crossing. And then we went back to the parking lot, and we went across Raptor Ridge, which is this purple trail right there. And it's 0.5 miles. In the video I said it's 3/4 of a mile, but it's a nice improved trail, smooth grade all the way through, and it ends at a viewpoint out looking east there. So that was the first night, and then we camped at this walk-in campsite, which does have a couple handicap accessible spots, and we actually camped at the site 45, and I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't take any videos of the campsite itself. I've camped there twice. I've camped at site 45 and site 43. 45 is nice. It's secluded. You can't see the parking lot. It's real good. 43, you can kind of see the parking lot through the trees. But nonetheless, it's still a cool campsite. It's got a lot of lichen on the rocks around it, much more than what 45 has. 45's just more secluded in general. And if you have a fire, you can't see it from the parking lot or anything. So I really like that. But those campsites are nice. I'll put some photos up here of what little I did take. I think I took a photo of the lichen on the rock at 43. But that was we only camped one night, and obviously 2 separate trips when I camped at both campsites. But the later part of the video here is going to be going down the Texas Pacific Trail, which is we hiked all down through here, and we saw the cabin. That'll be in the video. But then also on your way, you'll see several roads that break off coming up here, and we hiked 3 of them. Now they're closer in this general area, and they're really cool. So if you ever make the trip out there, or if you're mountain biking, I would definitely recommend kind of pulling off on those roads. It doesn't say no public access or to stay off or anything, so I assume it's okay, and you're still within the property line. Now, this is the railroad, that striped line that goes, and you can't access the railroad because if you see, technically you're off property there, so trespassing and all that, don't want to do that. And on the videos I took, I don't think I took any videos from the Palo Pinto Creek. On my second trip, we hiked that Palo Pinto Creek loop back, so I'll include a couple photos from that. I'll probably do that here on the intro because I don't know, putting it at the end of the video, some people might not see it, so. I'll definitely include those here at the start, but that's going to be the bulk of the video there. A really cool park. It's awesome. It's a great blend between some of the West Texas desert plants and then your eastern, more woodsy plants as well. I don't know much of what I'm seeing, unfortunately, other than the junipers and mesquites. I don't even know the cacti species, really. So that's going to be the video here. I hope you enjoy, and yeah, Palo Pinto Mountains is a great state park to go to. Some good hiking for all levels, and this Pacific Trail is a great one to do if you have a mountain bike. The primitive campsite, I don't know that I would do that, me personally, because it's right next to the railroad, and that train goes through every, oh man, about an hour and a half, sometimes more, sometimes less, and I could even hear it at night over in these campsites. Where is it? Oh yeah, over in these campsites, even though the railroad is a pretty good distance from it. So hope you enjoy the video. What's going on, YouTube? I got a video here for you today from the new state park in Texas, the Palo Pinto Mountains. Kind of an awkward place for an intro. It doesn't do the Palo Pinto Mountains justice necessarily, but nonetheless, I'm on Tucker Lake Trail, and this is Russell Creek here going down, and then Tucker Lake around there. Oh, I don't know, half a mile or so. Nothing too crazy, but went on the south side of Tucker Lake Trail and drove the road all the way down and parked at the end at the Painted Stick campground, and that's where I'm be camping tonight. I'll show you all that. Maybe tomorrow morning or tonight, not sure when I get back. But nonetheless, going to be hiking around here today and tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll be going along the railroad, so that'll be a much cooler, nicer trail. This one's been decent. It's got some sandstone outcrops and whatnot, but nothing crazy. Just casual forest, or I don't want to say forest, but woodsy hiking. So it's been nice so far. Beautiful weather. It's sunny, 75, light wind, tough to beat. And I don't have my GoPro on me, so I'm recording all this from my iPhone, this video. Good news is it'll be all 4K, so. Cactus growing right out of the rock. So right by the cactus, down there was some snake skin, and it's fresh as can be. I mean, this is all intact. It's still moist. I mean, that is, my buddy pulled it right out of there, that small hole, and it stayed intact. And forget I'm on my iPhone, not the GoPro, but it stayed intact. And it's, I mean, fresh. These rocks are cool, how mossy and eroded they are. So Palo Pinto stands for painted stick. And these are almost like painted rocks as well. Where the name Palo Pinto originates, I'm not sure, but got a yucca sprouting. Wish I knew what these trees were. I mean, these are your junipers here, and the darker green ones are gonna be all junipers, and these lighter ones here are mesquite with the thorny branches on them and stuff. But I don't know if I'm seeing other cottonwoods, like for example, this one's a small one, but nonetheless with the somewhat fuzzy leaves on it. But nice trail nonetheless. From what I've noticed here, these are less hilly up and down despite being in quote unquote a mountain park. But yeah, trails are nice. Pretty rocky as well, but what's not rocky in Texas? So all right, so here's one of the sandstone walls that look cool. You can see the cross bedding or cross, I don't know if they stratification, I think. I've watched a few videos. I'm no expert, but I'm getting there. Thought all that's pretty cool. And then also up here, I think that's what happens when lightning hits one of these trees. Can climb up here, it hits it and then hollows it out. It's just someone scooped it with a giant ice cream scooper. That one, and then another one over here as well. Same deal, right on top of this ledge. Very lightning prone. All right, just about to get back to the parking lot. I managed to see this nice vantage point right out there. Looks good. Sun's about to go down here in the next 15 minutes or so. All right, got back to the parking lot, and this is Raptor Ridge Trail. We're gonna see if we can see a cool sunset. This one looks a little more west in a westerly facing canyon. So I thought it'd be a good one to check out at sunset, and here we go. All right, it looks like a nice vista out there. Should be a good one. Okay, so this is a pull-off spot, or a viewpoint of another vista here off Raptor Ridge. And this is cool because that trail, Tucker Lake Trail, is right down below us. That's the one I was just walking on. And then now I got this one here. Raptor Ridge overlooking that. It's cool. All right, so the trail dead ends right here. Probably, oh, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile or so. It wasn't terribly long, and it was paved the whole way through, which is nice. And it comes to this vantage point right out here. It's what I call some slight. Nothing crazy, but still neat. And then someone looks like set a bunch of rocks that have been napped and worked on right there. Especially that one right there. Yeah, and this Raptor Ridge Trail was nice. It was paved all the way through, smooth, no big rocks or anything. And then the old ranch road, you can see they paved over in some spots, runs parallel to it as well. Just cool to see the old roads and how it used to be. All right, so here's where I said the old ranch road parallels the real road. Comes in, and then you have the paved road there, and then that old road just carves its way through there. Much less maintained and rugged, but be awesome. And then it comes back on this paved trail and goes right off to the left there as well again. Alrighty, good morning. This is the Texas and Pacific Trail here, going down into, I don't call it a canyon, but the valley. So it's a beautiful morning, about 60 degrees, 10:30, and about to cross the wildflower prairie here. I found another cool drop off here. It leads right down to the river. Nice emerald green water, fresh-ish. So this Texas Pacific Trail has a railroad that parallels it almost for the entirety of it. And upon first impression, I'm not the biggest fan of the train that runs through here seems to be just about every hour and a half or so, give or take. But nonetheless, other than that, it's a great trail. I haven't hit the wildflower prairie yet, or I haven't seen many wildflowers. So I'm hoping it picks up a little bit. Still a cool, nice, clean river. And I'm sure if it were hot and you needed to dip your head in, it would be refreshing. And a lot of evidence of hog. I was in the campsite yesterday at Painted Stick, and we had hog, no more than 50 yards away from us, or probably not even that far. And they're all over. You can see evidence of them all over this Texas Pacific Trail here. So they're out in this area in force, unfortunately. This is another turn off or pull out of the Texas Pacific Trail. Comes right on up to the river here. All right, well, probably about 3 miles or so down the Texas Pacific Trail here, and it's pretty much how it's been the entirety of the way. Got the fence on our right there, and the railroad track is, maybe you can see it through the trees right there, that white gravel in the track. So it's been nice and quiet. No train has come by for the past hour or so, but evidence of wild pig or boar, hog, whatever you want to call them, all over the place. And it's a great day out. Should hopefully be coming up on the old lodge, or more of a cabin, I guess. That's marked on the map. So we'll see what that looks like. Okay, about 3.5 miles in, come across some natural gas station there. It's actively pumping, or it's active right now. Nice. Paco's making oil. Looks like getting into some more topography here, finally. It's been a flat, pretty easy trail, all things considered. So it's nice to get into some, I don't want to say elevation, into some hills and whatnot. Ooh, yeah, I can smell that gas now. A spot right here off the trail, nice railroad bridge. Somewhat scenic-ish. All right, entered into a Mesquite Grove area. Ooh, still waiting to hit the cabin. Probably, oh, I don't know, 3.5, 4 miles in-ish. It's been a good hike though, beautiful day. Not the most scenic of trails. It seems this park, at least in my initial impression, my first impression, seems that they don't have very many viewpoints. Raptor Ridge was okay, but you still kind of get the same viewpoints that you do as when you walk that Tucker Lake Trail. So, but nonetheless, minus the needing a few more viewpoints, it's been a beautiful park, beautiful hike. So they do have several areas that are mowed, like right there. It seems like an odd old ranch road, and they have several of them. When it gets into some more topography, they have some roads it looks like that kind of go up in the hills, but they're not maintained, and you can just tell the old remnants of them. And we did pass some old stables, really old. I'll record those on the way out as well. But hoping to come up on that cabin here after long enough. Okay, finally made it to the Ragsdale cabin out here on the Texas and Pacific Trail. It's a small old hunting cabin. That's all it says on the map. Don't really have much detail on when it was made and all that sort of stuff. How many people, how often. But still got electricity, still got water. And I have some fresh wood here. So I don't know if it's still in, oh, maybe I should look at where I'm filming. I don't know if it's still in use or not. Probably got a good amount of snakes under there, under that tin. Be a fun place to go herping. But they also, some feeders on the other side under that house. Also, they have a rain system. All right, here, I'll go up here to the porch. That's the old cabin in there. Nothing fancy. Don't mind Paco, it sounds like he's showering in the rainwater there. Yeah, nice, basic, old hunting cabin. And then, oh yeah, that captures rainwater there. Looks like Paco just took a shower. It's nice. Probably feels damn good. Oh yeah, this is where you sling up your day's bounty right there. Nice. Electrical box there. I don't want to go stepping around too much. Yeah, an awesome old-time cabin. Still looks like it's somewhat in use. There's a primitive Gatorade bottle. Ragsdale. Cool stuff. Was it worth the 4 miles out here? I don't know. Still deciding. Yeah, it's a great place to rest up after a long hike. All right. So at the end of the Texas and Pacific Trail, there's a loop, about a 1.2 mile loop that you can take. And we took a right, and this is the first creek crossing. And I think I scared them all the way, but there's some minnows down there. And a nice area right here along the creek. Shelf. Not sure how far away the railroad is from here. I think it cuts away from us. So I don't think it's near us right now. That conglomerate type of rock. Under whatever that is. I think I can faintly hear the railroad actually, or a train. And just walking that distant loop on the trail. We're going clockwise or counterclockwise with it right now. This area is nice, more grassy, more grown. It's nice to walk on soft ground 5 miles into your hike. Found an awesome desert rose here. About a week, this will be, I don't even know if a week, matter of days, be nice and bloomed. I cut off into one of the arroyos and got awfully woodsy quick. Probably head back. These are some old stables here. Not going to go too back in there. It's pretty overgrown, but I think you get the picture. And this is the backcountry campground 2 miles from the parking lot. It's really nice. And this area to the right out here is all mowed. All that. I mean, you could have an awesome picnic out there. Beautiful. Couldn't ask for a better day. Bathrooms. Okay, along the trail there's several side roads you can pull off on and hike up, and they kind of go up the side of the mountain a little bit more or less, and some of them have those stock ponds and great views. My phone's about to die though, so I want to thank you for watching, and it's been an awesome, long and exhausting hike here at Palo Pinto Mountain State Park, but an awesome park to come to in the spring if you're able to do it. It's wildflower season, cacti and wildflowers everywhere. So appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.